So you've got a new puppy, great. But what should a typical day look like? Well, I've got a 10-week-old puppy from Jefferson Parish Animal Shelter, and today I'm gonna show you. In fact, she doesn't even have a name yet. So I'll tell you what, I'm a fan of astronomy and science. Why don't we name her Andromeda after the closest galaxy to our own Milky Way? Give Andromeda a thumbs up, click subscribe, and pick up a copy of my book, Dog Training Revolution. Today I'll be using these new Blue Smokehouse Gourmet sausages by Blue Buffalo. I'm pretty impressed with how versatile they are for not only treats and feeding, but taking them on the go too. So let's start with first thing in the morning. Naturally, your puppy's gonna need to go out immediately. Plus, this is the most predictable time you can count on them doing their business outside. So you'll want to be there to reward them. It's not natural for dogs to know how to even go down the stairs yet. I'm gonna give her a treat every step of the way, so to speak. She's got this. Now this is really good for a puppy. Good work. In general, with young puppies like this, you wanna take them out about once an hour so that we can establish the habit of going outside. In other words, we want to communicate to her that outside is where we want her going and nowhere else. The exception to that, of course, would be overnight when dogs are sleeping. Although with young puppies, you still may have to get up during the middle of the night once or twice to let them out. And she's doing a lot of sniffing around right now, which is totally fine. If you got to sit out here for 10, 15 minutes, that's normal with young puppies at first. Yes, good girl. You went potty outside. For a more detailed video on potty training, I'll have a link in the description that'll get you to where you need to be. If you're looking to maximize your training with your puppy, exercise in the morning is best. Dog. Since many puppies have tons of energy, it's a good idea to deplete their excess energy early in the day to not only make them more obedient, but more receptive to training. Dogs absorb new concepts best right after exercise. Bottom line, if you're serious about teaching your dog and they happen to have a lot of energy, this part is not optional for you. Puppies like Andromeda should usually eat about 3 times a day for the first 5 to 6 months or so. You should also get them on a schedule so they eat at the same time each day. You might want to feed the last meal no later than 5 to 6 p.m. so they have enough time to digest the food and go out to potty before bedtime. You should pick a high quality food with really great ingredients too, because if you got a puppy, you gotta make sure they're getting the right nutrients to support their growth. Blue Buffalo's new Blue Smokehouse Gourmet sausages are great because you can add it on top of your dog's food, which is great if you have a picky eater or just want to make mealtime more enjoyable for your dog. You could even hide medicine inside this too because it's nice and moist, or you could use it as a complete meal for your dog. I also like that they're versatile enough to take with you, so you can definitely use them as a high value currency during training too. They're packed with high quality meat. You can actually see the fruit and vegetables in here. You can get these in 4 flavors: beef and carrot, chicken and spinach, turkey and cranberry. Look at all the cranberries in this, and pork and apple. And I'll bet your dog will love any one of these flavors. You can get these at PetFlow and have them shipped however often you'd like, or buy them once just to test them out. Just enter code ZAC20 when you set up automatic delivery and you'll get 20% off of your first auto ship order. I'll have all the details in the description below. Now that she's had her food, let's let her take a nap and then we'll resume the rest of our day. Let's do some training with her. Remember, she came from the shelter just today, so she doesn't even know how to sit yet. That is some firm biting. She doesn't know much about bite inhibition yet, so I need to kind of dodge her. Protocol when your dog is biting like this is to redirect them and show them what you do want them to do rather than scolding them for the biting. So I think we need to teach her how to sit. We're gonna lure her. Look at you. Yeah, sit. You're so good at sit. What a good little sitter. So there's the jumping, again, another behavior we don't want to encourage. So the substitute for jumping is to consistently put them into a sit anytime they think about jumping or biting or doing anything like that. Now that we've done some training, she's completely forgotten about biting at me and jumping at me. I can't even get her to bite me at all right now. I'm slapping her around a little bit. And look at her, she's just licking away, see that? That's the value of really being consistent. I want to let her know that I really appreciate how hard she's working, so I'm gonna give her a big giant treat here just to say thank you. But remember, if you want your dog to listen to you in a variety of environments, you've got to work with them and train in a variety of environments often. So I'll tell you what, let's go take a walk to our local park and see how she's doing there. If you're a new puppy parent, you'll soon realize that getting your puppy to listen to you while in a distracting outdoor environment is really difficult. That's because it's radically different out here than it is inside. Let's go say hi to the birds. So we're gonna let Andromeda just kind of smell around before we ask her to do too much. Let her kind of get used to the environment. I mean, there's so many distractions out here. You've got flocks of birds, smells, people walking around everywhere. So there's a lot to take in for a 10-week-old puppy, as you could imagine. I would consider it a major victory if we could get Andromeda to sit for this treat in this environment. And look at that butt. That's good, I'll take it. You can see she's really following the lure well. That's why it's important to use really high value, really good treats when you're training outside. At first, you want to have something that's going to compete with all of these smells. Sit, good job. She's so clumsy. I love puppies at this age because they're just like rubber. They're just kind of blobs of dog. By training with your dog in outdoor environments like this from day one, it's not such a special occasion when you ask them to do something in the future if they're accustomed to being in an environment like this. Oh wow, look at that. And getting her on a rope toy out here in this outdoor environment is huge. I love that. Having a puppy is a lot of work, and naturally you're gonna be busy sometimes. So on days when you're extra busy, consider enlisting the help of a friend or relative, or having your dog go to doggy daycare, or even get a dog walker to get your puppy out on the potty breaks they need and to really give them the exercise and playtime they need to really thrive. Check out the new Blue Smokehouse Gourmet sausages. I'll have a link in the description. You can get them automatically shipped to you through PetFlow, and you'll get 20% off of your first auto ship order, or you can try them once, but I know your dog will like them. Give Andromeda a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, pick up a copy of my book, and follow me on Facebook and Instagram too. Oh, you rock. Thank you so much to our supporters on Patreon. If these videos are helpful, consider offering your support. I'll have a link below. If you guys like this video, you should check out these other videos too. Thank you so much for subscribing, and we'll see you guys next time.